So I noticed I had a new game in my GOG library. I got an email about it yesterday, like, thank you for buying Doom 2. And I'm like, what the heck? I bought that forever ago, but okay, whatever. I didn't realize until just looking at it today that this was actually a re-release of Doom and Doom 2. Another remake build of the engine, basically the Kex engine, for Doom and Doom 2. So the Kex engine is what powered Doom 64 for the Nintendo 64. It's also been used to power various other games like the Blood Fresh Supply rebuild source port that was built a while ago, and a few others. But what's notable about this Doom 2 one is what Bethesda has allowed to go into it. So again, this is kind of like a build with both games in it, a couple others, and a bunch of other enhancements. So I have it on GOG, and this is what I run into. So with Heroic, there are a couple different things that you kind of run into when trying to play the game. So, as we get into it, I've already set it up. It asks you about accessibility settings at first. And so one of them is like more readable font in the menus, but that doesn't matter to me as much. So you've got this Legacy of Rust. Other people have talked about it, but the big thing for me is you've also got a remastered soundtrack. Let me... So the remastered soundtrack is, yes, very, very nice. So if we go into options, accessibility, no, not that one. So accessibility settings, if you want the menu typeface to be classic, this is your place, or modern. I like the classic one anyway, so here we go. So your preferred soundtrack, you've got MIDI synth, FN synth, original, and remix. So that you've got a couple options with how you want to do it. Again, this is running in Wine or Proton depending on your settings or what you're playing through. I'll kind of get into that a little bit more. So, gameplay settings. It does have crosshair built in, kind of like GZ Doom. Doesn't have the free look like GZ Doom, but you do have controller options. So if I were to grab a controller... Yeah, that's the right one. My Power A X-Bax controller. I could mess around with that. So the notable thing is the Bethesda.net. So what the GOG version looks for is the Galaxy client and a login for that. And Heroic doesn't seem to have a direct way to interface the Galaxy client networking that it looks for into games that it installs. So you're kind of missing out on a lot of different features that way. So I've tried to log in a couple times and it just basically crashed on me and died. So you can see controller, got controller in now, controller bindings, and you can see it uses the agnostic glyphs for a lot of them. It's gonna be... Okay. So yeah, Bethesda.net, I can't quite log into it. And in order to mess around with mods, to browse the mods, you have to be logged into Bethesda.net. And you can't upload from here as well. There is the id vault if you want to go through some of that stuff. textures, so on. Multiplayer, it does have built-in multiplayer. For some reason, it's only limited to 2, but yeah, you do have a couple options. It's playing in Proton, so that's why it shows Steam user as the user. But yeah. That is the sad part. You do have achievements, but... So, that's the notable thing with it. So, in order to... Come on, buddy. So, let's stop that. So, one thing I did note with this particular build is I was looking... This is the folder, the directory itself that it installs to through Heroic, at least. And so you can see we've got all the WADs here in actual WAD format. Rather than some goofy, obfuscated way, you actually have proper downloads of the WADs. So, let's see, Kex Fab. You can see in my logs, Galaxy, it didn't find the Galaxy client, blah, blah, blah. And yeah. So, what I decided to do is buy it a second time. And you do have the DOS versions that come packaged with it, apparently, so that is an option. I haven't gone to the Steam folder as of yet, but it just takes a second to get up and running. Again, it's nice to have them both packaged into one deal so that you're not forced to browse around, because I know on consoles like the Switch, it just kind of becomes somewhat of a nightmare to go through and have to deal with messing around in all that stuff. So we could also change game. So mods. If you have your Steam account connected to your Bethesda account, it'll automatically log you in. No problem, no questions asked. And one thing to note is these mods, as I've been going through it, they've been constantly updated. Like, I've sat here, downloaded a WAD, and then it has refreshed with another set of WADs. So I can go into here, and I can go, okay, I want this one. And then we can go back, we can go to featured mods, and you've got all the default ones that were in Doom 2 stuff. So I can get Sigil 2 that was added. And now Bethesda doesn't have to manage what WADs are set up in the Doom engine because the players can do it themselves. This is longevity of gameplay. This is like having Doom World right in the Doom client without having to think about it. So I can go through here, and it'll download the WAD for me without too much issue. We'll add Wrecker in. And hopefully this should also update it as well if someone updates whatever they upload. So we'll go back, we can go upload, create new mod. Let's go into Sigil, mods. We can go to play. And you can see I've already got a few downloaded before. So we've got everything here. So it's a gun-free zone. Very gun-free, it looks like. Maybe. Not cigarette-free, but anyway. Skip. What? Wow. Okay, yeah, it does automatically apply your name in the GOG or Steam version, depending on if you're logged in or not. Otherwise, it goes off of the username. No! I'm sorry! All that rumble. Okay, that's what I should have done at first, I guess. Out of order? That is so bunk. You do have crosshair settings, so there are different crosshairs, of course. There are like 6 of them, or no crosshair at all, so it just has a crosshair on by default, is all. I just wish I had free look going, because this is very annoying. Tech-based arcade. Very nice. Dead Speak. Heard of mysterious broadcasts of threat of revenge in the sinister voice of the late Baroness Margaret Thatcher. Faced with the return of one of humanity's greatest threats, you have no choice but to head to the 10th Circle of Hell, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and investigate the underworld fortress known as Thatcher's Tech Base. Mein Leben! Dude. Okay, I can't do this with controller no more. No, stop it. Wow. Well, that's depressing. Very nice. Anyway, let's end that one, actually. So, couple different things about it. Yeah, you can change game achievements, options. Biggest feature about it is the mods. Like, they're constantly being updated right now because they lack in a lot of places. There are, of course, filters and stuff that you can go through. Oh, what I wanted to check out is also... Interesting. Okay. Where did it download to? Doom Eternal, Doom 64, Doom 3. Time to go see where it went to. Properties. Remnants. It's not Ultimate Doom. Yeah, see? Oh, wait, no, it's re-release. Okay, okay. So it was Ultimate Doom re-release. So apparently you might get this one. So this is a DOSBox version. This is the other one. Start to... Okay, this... So this is the DOSBox they distribute with it. This is the other one that they drop with it. So Doom 2 right there. Okay, that's pretty cool how they distribute it. I do kind of wish that, well, I guess. So yeah. So apparently they don't. So the WADs that you download aren't downloaded into the directory here. So if we go into compatibility, installed files, general, where was our thing? Updates 152 2280 actually is what we want. Drive C. App data. Maybe we go to Doom Classic, Night Dive, BNet WADs. Here we go. Okay, they obfuscated it again, but it is a proper WAD this time. So if we could probably open it up and or rename it accordingly. If we had to set up a script that read the JSON, we could pull the title and then just apply the title to the WAD to rename it. But I don't feel like doing that. But you do get proper WADs. So I could take this. Which one is it? Ultimate Simpsons Doom. Thatcher's Tech Base, Free Doom Phase 1, Wrecker, Harmony, Troopers Playground, Base Ganymede, Sigil 2. So we can go RC, rename. Then we DD that one. Go home. Go to config. Where's our do menu? I should really search for it rather than manually looking for it, but who cares? And then we can go for GZ Doom, Doom 2, yes. Aliens. Done. Well, that's not what I wanted. Fine. .conf. Do menu. GZ Doom. There we go. So we can run the game just like this as well. One last vision quest. And now we have mouse look. So you can also use it as a mod manager of sorts as well. So if you wanted to play in other source ports, the WADs are there for you. You just have to... I mean, I almost feel like I... maybe. Might be able to. Have to go deep enough is what it is. To look at the JSON and then pull back out. That's what she said. Anyway. Get back here. Anyway. Yeah, so the new 2024 release of Doom is pretty cool. You should already have it if you've bought Doom 2 previously in whatever platform. But if you haven't picked up Doom yet, you really should. And what rock have you been living under? Because there is ages, like decades of content to go through for it, along with new implementations through other source ports like GZ Doom. So what are you doing with your life? If you liked the content, if you enjoyed it, if you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe, leave any criticisms you have or what have you. I appreciate it. Feed that algorithm, like I said, and I will see you guys in the next one.